Hello Year 6, it is Thursday the 28th of January and for reading today we are going to be inferring information about a key character by looking for clues in the text. So today we're focusing on the girl, so we're looking at the second half of the story and this extract in particular. Now on the document that you've been sent there are 3 pages to it, so you've got a page with the portrait, a page with the thought bubble, and then you should have this extract here. And it's here that you'll want to be looking at and looking for some evidence and description about the girl to infer lots of things about her today, because she is quite, well, a very interesting and mysterious character. Okay, so first question I've put on here is, what description can we find about the girl in the text? So all we're going to do is go through and literally just highlight or underline any parts where we find description, because this is going to give us the clues we need to make inferences about her. Okay, so someone tapped him on the back. It was a delicate touch, so we might want to underline the word delicate. More that of a child, so we know that she is a child, not an adult, but surely not his mother's. There it was again, a gentle prod, undoubtedly real, for he felt fingernails pierce his shirt. Now that's an interesting phrase, fingernails pierce his shirt. That doesn't necessarily sound quite gentle, so that's just something to think about for today, possibly even tomorrow. He waved around to face a life-size portrait of a girl. She had flowing golden locks, peaceful blue eyes, but she has a sad, pale face of longing and loneliness. In the background of the painting was a decaying oak door with a rusting lock. The girl moved. She seemed to be clawing at his hand. Now, if you make that action yourself, clawing at his hand, if you're clawing at something, you can imagine the shape of your fingers. Doesn't feel like it's not really a soft, gentle movement, that. Now he spread out his palm, of course the key. She smiled, but her eyes, and I really like this description, her eyes were bulging with hunger as she beckoned him hypnotically to come forward. I like that, hypnotically. Is she hypnotising him? That might be a question to ask later. She pointed eagerly to the lock in the door. As he slid the key into it, a huge wave of light flooded out of the painting, engulfing him and his screams for help. Okay, so just focusing on the parts that we've underlined there, that is all the description we are given of the girl. And we're going to use this description to help us make some notes, some inferences about her. So, your first task, which I just showed you on your document, is number 1, on the outside of the painting, can you list your questions? So, I just asked a question then about the word hypnotising, so just somewhere around here, I might put, oh, I didn't want that to be read, Miss Airy and her technical issues again. Is she hypnotising him? Don't forget your question marks. So is she hypnotising him? I'm sure you've got lots of key questions. When I first read this, I mean, the most key, pertinent question might be, how did she get into the painting? Was she put there? Has she always been there? How long has she been there? I'm going to let you come up with as many questions as you like there. I do find that by asking lots of questions, it then helps us to answer them, because as you ask them, you're already trying to think of the answers in your head. So please do come up with as many as you can. I'd be great if you could get around about 8 to 10 questions around that painting. That would be awesome. Okay, number 2. So we're now looking at the section inside the painting, but not inside the girl's head. So on the inside of the painting, list any description of the girl which is found or inferred. So here we have to go back to our underlining. And you might want to do this for yourself in a moment, or you can pause this page on the video if it helps. We know that she's a child. We don't know too much, but we don't know how old, but you might want to infer that by reading back a little bit more. She's got flowing golden locks, so she's got golden locks and blue eyes. She's blonde hair, blue eyes, etc. And you can add as much more information as you can by using your notes that we have underlined there. Okay, and then this is the one where you are really going to have to use your inference skills. So the blue. On the inside of the girl, list what she is thinking. Now here, if you go back to what she's doing, now this is a really good one here. She seemed to be clawing at his hand. Now I asked you just now to make the shape of a claw with your hand, and if she's clawing at something, it's almost like she's dragging her hand along something or trying to grab something, because it's making that shape of a claw with your hand. So I may use my inference skills there to say, I want to possibly claw or escape out of this painting. Maybe she's trying to claw her way out, or if she's not doing that, she's clearly, if we go back again, oh, not to that page, she's also smiling, but she's beckoning him hypnotically to come forward. She wants the boy to come closer. So she may have a thought there of, I want this boy to come here. Now you may add to that. You might want to say why you think, especially as you know what happens later. So use as much of your imagination and your inference skills as you can to add extra points in there. Now you don't need to colour code yours as I have. You can if you want to. I've done that just for the purpose of helping to explain the task to you, but that is up to you. So good luck with that activity, and I'm really looking forward to seeing all of your ideas about this girl. Now when you have finished that, you do have an extension task, and this is for you to take all of your ideas from today's session and put them all together in one explanation. And it's a little bit like a prediction, but it's a prediction of the past, so I've called this a hypothesis. So this is where you are hypothesizing, you're using some evidence to help you come up with an idea to explain something. So can you hypothesize why the girl is in the portrait? And that is up to you to decide using what you know. Why is she there? Maybe linked to why does she want the boy to join her in this painting? Or maybe she thought she would have a chance to escape, as I've just said on the previous slide. Lots to think about there. So take some time over that one, but I would really love it if you could also have a go at that extension activity. And we look forward to seeing what you come up with. Now, before I go, I'd just like to say that for tomorrow, everybody, there won't be a video for you. So for tomorrow, you will be sent a comprehension task with a variety of question types that are covering all of the skills that we have looked at in the last 3 weeks. So no video tomorrow, but you will have the text to refer to, and you will have various comprehension activities to answer. So good luck with that, and I will speak with you again next week.